Rangers and Celtic are two massive Scottish clubs, but do they have what it takes to make it in the English Premier League? Well, I've simulated 50 seasons that will hopefully answer that question. Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome to a brand new experiment video where I've taken Rangers and Celtic out of the Scottish Premiership and put them in the English Premier League, where they're not rated very highly, it has to be said. In the first season here, Celtic are 800 to 1 to win the league, and Rangers are 600 to 1 to win the league. So they're not very highly rated. It seems likely they'll get relegated, to be honest. In terms of the teams here, Rangers and Celtic have taken Watford and Norwich's place in the Premier League. Of course, Watford and Norwich have been relegated in real life, so I thought that was fair. Burnley are staying in the Premier League for now. I've done a lot of wiggling around to get some right teams in the right divisions, say, and it only led me to basically deleting Oldham and Scunthorpe from the game. So any Oldham and Scunthorpe fans watching, I sincerely apologise. So, first things first, I'm going to simulate 5 seasons first of all, because I don't think much is going to happen in the first 5 seasons, to be honest. 600 to 1, 800 to 1. They're both probably going to get relegated in the first season here. At least one of them should get relegated, looking at the odds here, to be honest. So, I'm going to go straight forward to 5 seasons, then 10 seasons, then I'm going to jump forward to 20, and finally going to finish off the video here with 50 seasons into the future, where hopefully one of them wins at least something. A Carabao Cup, an FA Cup, maybe a Premier League. We shall see, but hopefully they win something. But anyway, let's jump forward to 5 seasons. Okay, here we are, 5 seasons deep, and Rangers in this 5th season here finished in 9th place. So that looks like a little bit of good progress there from Rangers. Obviously a top half finish in the Premier League. They recorded 14 wins this season as well, 9 draws, 15 losses. Not too bad at all. 51 points here, 7 points off Leicester in 7th place and a European place. But Celtic finished down in 17th place. They only just survived relegation, 3 points above the relegation zone. So they're both still in the Premier League 5 seasons in. But have any of them been relegated? Well, let's check out Rangers first of all. Where have they finished? Well, they have been relegated. They actually got relegated in their first season. They finished 19th in the first season, second from bottom. But then in the second season, they got promoted straight away in the Championship, finishing in 3rd. So they must have won the playoffs there. And then they finished 15th in the Prem in the 3rd season, 17th, and then this season 9th. So might seem that they're making a little bit of progress now. Obviously, got relegated in the first season. We can all predict that, really. They look like they're going to get relegated, judging by the odds. But they got promoted straight away. And then they've stayed in the Premier League now for 3 seasons. They had a little bit of dip last season, 15th. Then obviously last season they just survived relegation. But this season they finished 9th in the league. So Rangers have done alright. Have they won any sort of cup, anything like that? FA Cup or Carabao Cup here? Doesn't look like there's any FA Cup or Carabao Cup on here. No finals or anything like that to talk of. So Rangers, they've been relegated in the first season. They've got back up though. And it might look like they're trying to starting to get a little bit of stability in the Premier League. Let's check out Celtic then. What have they done? Obviously finished 17th this season. Nothing to shout about. Survived relegation by 3 points there. But did survive relegation. Let's see how they've done in the 5 seasons here. Well, the first season they actually stayed up Celtic. Rangers, of course, got relegated, finishing second and bottom. Celtic started off the better of the two, finishing 14th. But then they went downhill from there. They finished 18th in the Prem the next season, got relegated, of course. And they finished 3rd in the first season of the Championship and must have lost it in the playoffs, so they didn't go straight back up. And this is their first season back in the Prem. They won the Championship last season, finishing in 1st place. But yeah, not too much progress from Celtic. They've actually gone downhill. They recorded their highest league finish in the first season there, 14th. And of course, Rangers have just recorded their highest league finish, is 9th place. So that's quite interesting. Anyway, let's check out some of the transfer history here. I'm interested to see. They spent 54 million this season. They bought Carrasco from Inter Milan. Yannis Antiste, he was the big one, 39.5 million. And they've signed Luca Giladucci for Inter Milan as well, a player I never heard of. A goalkeeper. So they've rated Inter Milan a little bit there. But look at that though, the season before, they spent a lot of money. 150 million they spent in their 4th season. And that was when they was in the Championship. What the hell? 150 million in the Championship, 99 million pounds worth of player sales as well. Who they spent money on here? Lots of players. So many signings. A massive squad overhaul in the 4th season. They've signed Daviev from Man City, who's a centre-back. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. You know, as a centre-back, he's pretty good for Celtic there. Brereton Diaz as well from Blackburn, 17.5 million. He's an average player at this level, has to be said. Hopefully he'll be a bit better on the next FM, I'm sure he will. Alan Campbell from Luton. I'm not entirely sure who that is. Not amazing. Ball midfielder type. Harry Souttar from Stoke for 17 million. Joe Linton's here as well. Reece Norrington Davies. Todd Cantwell. So they've got some decent players here. Luca Pellegrini from Juventus. Well, he signed for West Ham. He plays for Juventus in real life, I believe. Yeah, he does. Plays for old Zebra there. So, yeah, Celtic have spent big money, especially in the Championship as well. That's quite a good Championship team. And they've signed some decent players here. Such as De Vierve is a good player. Brereton Diaz as well. Joe Linton. Obviously showing what he could do this season. Carrasco and Teast as well. So I'm quite surprised they finished 17th in the league. Before that, they spent 83 million as well. They signed Reece Nelson, Adam Eder, Malang Sarr from Chelsea. They got Lukaku. They signed Lukaku. Jordan Lukaku, his brother. Nothing too exceptional there. Taylor Richards, don't know who that is. Lloyd Kelly. But they spent money. Spent big money. And they spent 150 million in their 4th season in the Championship. How mad is that? Let's check out Rangers and their transfers now as well. Let's see what they've done. They've done the better of the two so far. So Celtic spending 150 million and recording a high of 14th in the league. Pretty terrible, isn't it? Well, in the final season here, they spent 45 million. They brought in players such as Tom Davies from, well, he played at Brighton these days, 18.5 million. Tahith Chong as well. Nicola Pepe, 31. He's good. He's quite good. Season before that, they spent 45.5 million. Signed players such as Dragovski. Signed Fred as well. Is that Fred from Man United? That is Fred from Man United. He's still quite good as well. They both spend money. They both signed some decent players here. It's, they're not lacking in the funds department, but no, they signed Damsgaard as well from Sampdoria for 24 million. He's meant to be a very good player. He's a good player. He's a very good player. They actually spent big in their second season. They spent 77 million in their second season. That was in the Championship as well. So it's very interesting the fact that Celtic and Rangers both spent the bulk of their money in the Championship. Celtic with 150 million in the Championship. You ever heard such a thing in all your life? It's absolutely mental. 77 million from Rangers here as well. Jacob Ramsey, obviously a very good player in real life. He's definitely going to get an upgrade on FM23. He's left them now. Gone to Watford. Koita. Tsimikas from Liverpool as well. That's a good signing. Tarkovsky from Arsenal. How bizarre. Jason Knight from Derby as well. Podence. So they both signed some good players here. It's both spent a lot of money, especially Celtic. So very interesting. We'll jump forward to 10 seasons now. Let's see they continue to spend a lot of money, and let's see they actually make some progress. Okay, so 10 seasons in here. This is the 10th season, of course. Rangers have finished 10th, so they haven't gone up since the last time we was here. In the 5th season, they also finished 9th, but we'll see what they've done as well. Was it exactly the same? 14 wins, 9 draws, and 15 losses? I think it might have been, to be honest. 51 points again, 9 points off the Europa Conference League. So not too far away, not too far away. Celtic 13th as well. 47 points, had a terrible end to the season. They actually finished 4 points behind Rangers. They're actually above Rangers with 2 games to go. So Celtic still get the top Rangers. They did come 14th in their first season, didn't they? And Rangers got relegated, of course. But it seems like still not too much progress from the two clubs. We will check out the last 5 seasons nonetheless. We left them there 9th in the league. It looked like they were finally making some sort of progress. But the next season they got relegated. Why? They finished 3rd from bottom, got relegated. They immediately got promoted again. Coming top of the league. But then 16th, 14th. And now 10th. So a little bit of progress going on here. But they got up to 9th and got relegated again. So that's really disappointing. They're up to a 4-star reputation now, though. I'm pretty sure it's 3.5 stars last time we left off. Any FA Cup wins or Carabao Cup wins to talk of? They've obviously won a trophy now, which is the Championship, of course. But not really too much to shout about there. No. Nothing to talk of in a FA Cup or Carabao Cup. Any more money spent? Wow, that is a lot of player sales there. Let's get to that one. Where did we leave off? The 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th season we left off, wasn't it? So it's this one. So 88 million in their 6th season there. They bought Coletta Carr from Crystal Palace for 26 million. He's a bit on now, only 34. He's at Cumlon these days. He's not very good these days. That was in the 6th season though. Balogun from Man United as well, 24.5 million. Pedrazo is obviously retired as well. Minamino, Paredes. Not too much players on note there to talk of, to be honest. Sold players worth 18 million. Lots of players left though. A lot on loan. But the next season, big things happened. 314 million worth of player sales there. 314 million. That is absolute madness. I think that was in the season there was in the Championship as well. So mad, absolutely mad. Massive squad overhaul again, but looks like it's in the wrong direction there. Not too many players to talk of here that we know. Not too many big transfer fees to talk of with Rangers. They buy a lot of players, but not too many big transfer fees. What is this 314 million? Where does that come from? Not really any big transfer fees here either. Balogun's gone to Leeds at 43 million. Owen Evans gone to Tottenham 43 million. Coletta Carr to Bristol City. Damn. So it looked like a massive, massive squad overhaul there, where just loads of the players left for 314 million. What on earth went on there? Very bizarre. Next season after that, spent 99 million. So started spending some money they got there. But again, no real big signings from Rangers as of yet. Sold another 56 million worth of players. A lot of players have left and joined Rangers. 87 million there. Still not too many big transfer fees to talk of. And the final season spent 44.5 million. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised here, to be honest, with Rangers' transfer business. At first, I thought they were being quite sensible, but now I feel like they've been a bit stupid. They sold players worth 314 million. And, okay, they was in the Championship at that time, so they couldn't really sign a big statement signing for that money, but they could have bought some bigger players in for the money they got, surely. So that's disappointing. Yet to see really too much progress from Rangers, but they have recorded their 9th and 10th place finish in the Premier League, which is higher than Celtic so far. Let's go check out Celtic though. Have they done any higher than Rangers? Celtic, 13th this season. Well, they stayed in the Premier League, which is something. Some sort of consistency from Celtic there. Where do we leave off with them? It was there, wasn't it? 17th in the league. So they've been in the Premier League for a fair few seasons now. They finished 13th the season after that. It's a little bit of progress there, but again went down to 17th again. Up to 13th. Down to 17th again. And now up to 13th. So Celtic like finishing 13th and 17th, put it that way. They finished 14th in the first season, 13th. So Celtic have not really made any progress, to be honest. The highest league position they've finished is 13th, which is rather poor, it has to be said. Have they done anything in any cup competition here? Obviously won the Championship as well. Both got one trophy to their name in England, the Sky Bet Championship. Not really what we're looking for here. Other than that, nothing. Still no FA Cup final, Carabao Cup final to talk of with them as well, which is a little bit disappointing. 10 seasons in, you expect one of them to get to a final at least, but it's not happened, unfortunately. Their key player is a Brazilian called Arthur. Very interesting. He's very good. He's got 4 caps for Brazil. He's playing for Celtic. He's very good. He's very, very good. Nice. Well, they made some good signings here, at least one good signing. How much did they actually sign Arthur for? 14.25 million, so he's done well for Celtic as well. It looks like he might be on the move soon, though, to be honest, if he keeps doing what he's doing. 120k a week, he's on big bucks as well. Let's check out some of Celtic's transfers here. Well, obviously, back in the Championship, they spent massive money, spent 150 million. Have they spent any more since then? This is the 6th season, spent 55 million, so not really anything of note there. Sold players worth 22 million. Not really anything important. 33 million, got a season's Memphis Depay on a free transfer. He's a 37-year-old coach now. Not a very good one, has to be said. Barbosa as well on a free transfer. He could have been decent in that season, to be fair. How did he actually do for Celtic? 9 goals in 34 games in his first Premier League season. Not terrible. 5 in his next season in 12 games only, though. He did score a bit of goals for Celtic there. It looked like he fell down the pecking order, though, or he got an injury or something. But that's a couple of decent signings. Bit of experience there, but no big signings. 82 million here in this season. But again, no one really expensive. Just a lot of turnover of players, really, isn't there? A lot of turnover of players. Season after 42.5 million, so 15.5 million player sales. 82 million this season. Marcus Holmgren Pedersen from Porto with 29.5 million. Another Norwegian. He's a right back. Wow, he's not going to blow your mind off, is he? He's not going to blow your mind. He's not great, is he? Soboslai as well. 25.5 million. That's quite a good signing. Soboslai. 25.5 million. He's done quite well. Obviously, got Arthur as well. So Celtic and Rangers look like they'll be quite a decent team here, but they're yet to really do anything. Will 20 seasons, though, will we see them, one of them, finally crack into the European places there, or win an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup? Well, let's find out. Well. 20 seasons deep, and Celtic and Rangers are nowhere to be seen in the Premier League. So things have not gone great in these 20 seasons here. How bizarre as well. Tottenham winning the Premier League. What on earth is going on there? But that's not the most surprising thing. Fulham in 3rd place. Fulham playing in the Champions League. How bizarre. But where are Rangers and Celtic? That's what I want to know. Where are Rangers and Celtic? Aha! I found them. I spotted them. And they've both been promoted. Rangers have finished champions of the Championship there, 110 points, so they've actually destroyed it. Celtic, 32 points less than Rangers, but they've got promoted as well. But why are they back down in the Championship again? Well, let's find out here. Well, we're very deep into the series, into the video now. 20 seasons deep. So we're looking at a lot of regens right now. Joey McAnuff is the manager of Rangers these days, and then we've got a bunch of players obviously we've never heard of. Also, Rangers' reputation has gone down from 4 stars to 3.5 stars, so they're not making any progress. And also, look at this. They recorded their highest league position in the, the 5th season there, finishing in 9th place. They also finished 10th in the 10th season. But since then, it's gone just completely downhill for them. After that, they finished 16th in the league. Then they got relegated, finishing 3rd from bottom. They got promoted again, finishing 2nd in the league. Got up automatically, of course. And then they finished 16th, 16th, 15th, so no progress whatsoever. Then relegated again, 18th. Then back up again in 4th place, for winning the playoffs, of course. Then relegated again. And now just back up again, finishing top of the league. So they've been relegated, what? 1, 2, 3. They've been relegated 5 times here. I think one silver lining is the fact that every time they got relegated, they come immediately back up. But they've not really made any progress at all, Rangers, which is rather disappointing. Not really doing anything. They won any competitions, anything. They won a championship twice. No FA Cup, no Carabao Cup, not even a final to talk of in 20 seasons. That's very poor, isn't it? Let's check out their transfer history. Looking at the old graph here, it doesn't look like they spent too much money, to be honest. They spent money here. We'll get to that one in a minute. They spent 68 million, but no one really big to talk of there. 41.5 million. Still no big signing. Obviously, we saw Antiche join Celtic, I think it was, for 39.5 million. I think that's the most so far. 32.5 million spent there, so not too much. 104 million in player sales. Sold Daniel Martin to Bournemouth for 56 million. Who is that? 34. This is how far deep we are in the series now. 34-year-old Scottish regen. 137 caps for Scotland and 31 goals. So he's a bit of a Scottish legend, Daniel Martin. Whether he's worth that much money or not is a different question, but he is on the old side now. He's been a very good Premier League servant, put it that way. He's done very good over the years, so maybe they regretted selling him, to be honest, but 46.5 million, or 56 million, sorry, is quite a big one money. McManus as well, they raided their team this season, didn't they, Bournemouth? 26.5 million for McManus there. He's a very good centre-back. He's a very, very good centre-back. Very good. 138 caps with Scotland as well. Did he actually come? He come for the Rangers youth system as well, so very interesting that. They spent 89 million here in 2034. They signed a Bournemouth player for 26.5 million. Fabian Ganga, is he any good? Plays at Dortmund these days. He's alright. I think they got a bit of the short straw there, signing Ganga for 26.5 million and selling McManus for 26.5 million. McManus is arguably a better player. He is a better player. He's definitely a better player. So their transfer business is a little bit questionable, it has to be said. Still no big signing. Sold £164 million worth of players there as well. They sold Boldy to Wolves for 30 million. Jordan Shaw to Fulham for 28.5 million. Lots, but so much turnover at these clubs. No wonder they're not doing anything good. The team cohesion must be terrible. They signed Callum Doyle from Bristol City for 30 million. Callum Doyle won't start to Man City, so it must have been in mid-30s then. It's been 30 million on mid-30s. Questionable. 134 million pounds spent there. 25 million for Zhang Lu. Any good? 35, plays in Monaco now. Well, he's terrible now. Sold 100 million worth of players as well. Ganga's gone to Dortmund for 38.5 million. Spent 50 million there. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with Rangers, to be honest. I'm a little bit disappointed. 91 million pounds spent there as well. Another player exchange. 132 million in player sales. But still, it's a lot of money, but it's just a lot of players joining and leaving. So there's not really any big signings, to be honest. 70 million this season. So they're still yet to spend big, Rangers. Which is a little bit disappointing, it has to be said. 40.5 million. We spent 40.5 million this season. Aidan Belcher, 48.5 million in total. It's average player. Average player. So Rangers a little bit disappointing. They haven't really gone anywhere in the 20 seasons here so far. So that's very interesting. Let's check out Celtic. Here they are. Check out Celtic's league finishes here. Of course, their highest league position is still 13th, which they recorded 3 times. After we left off with them, they got relegated again, finishing 3rd from bottom. They got promoted immediately after, finishing top. Then relegated again, bottom of the league. Then 4th. Then 2nd again. Then they finished 16th. Relegated again, 19th. They took them 3 seasons to get out of the championship there, finishing 3rd, 7th, and 4th. So I've basically replaced Watford and Norwich with Rangers and Celtic. And they're basically just reenacting Watford and Norwich. They just keep going up and down, not really making any progress whatsoever. Their key player is Stefan van Dijk, who's Dutch. I'm sure he's not as good as Virgil van Dijk. No, but he's decent. Well, he's only 19 as well. This is a promising looking player here. This is a promising looking player. 19 years of age, worth 35 to 106 million. That's a big old gap there. So you don't know quite how much he's worth. Is he worth 35? Is he worth 106? We never know. You got 2 caps for Holland though, or Netherlands, and yeah, I'm quite liking the look of him, to be honest. He looks like a very good player. Bearing in mind that he's hopefully going to improve more. He seems like a good player. Signed him for 35. I only just signed him actually from Feyenoord, so. Yeah, he looks like a decent little player, still quite young, but have they won anything, Celtic, though? Have they won anything at all? Any Carabao Cups or FA Cups to talk of? They've won the Championship twice, but still nothing. Still not really too much progress from either club here. Let's check out the transfer history. Obviously, just signed Van Dijk there, 35 million. They look like they spent a little bit more money than Rangers, to be honest. 11th season, they spent 144 million, but again, money spent just all over the place. So many players leaving. It seems like every single season there's a squad. Look at these. They got 273 million in player sales. What's going on, Celtic? What's going on? 69 million for Chris Popov. He's apparently a real player. A player I've never heard of. Who does he play for? Plays for Leicester. Sold him for 69 million to Tottenham. Which seems outrageous, to be fair. He doesn't look that good, does he? 74 caps and 23 goals for Wales. I'm pretty sure Popov is not a very Welsh name, so I'm guessing I'm going to say he's Bulgarian, so that's quite interesting. Seems like an interesting little player. Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible. He's 36 now, so maybe that's got something to do with it, but he is not great at all. He hasn't even got a club these days, so probably about to retire. But 69 million, 51 million pound for Arthur, a player we checked out as well. He got 5 caps for Brazil in the end. He had 4 when he was 24, wasn't he? So that's disappointing, but still good money for him there. Sold him to Everton. But yeah, they sold lots of players here. KO George to Crystal Palace, 38 million. Garner's going to Southampton, 33.5 million. So they're selling lots of players. We're not really replacing them with anyone good. 79 million worth of player sales again. Ben Matthews went to Man City for 39.5 million. 18 caps for England these days. Sold another big player here, Gael Seng-Fon, to Bournemouth for 49.5 million. Seems like he was, 33 caps for France. What is going on here with these clubs? They're having some experienced players here. A player who's got 33 caps for France at a club that's never finished above 13th in the league in 20 seasons. Very bizarre. Another £71 million spent there. Another £99 million. Not much in player sales now. The money's really dying down now. £2.1 million. £11.5 million player sales. Then he spent £117 million. £32 million on Topologlu. Sold £180 million worth of players. Big money again for Matty Miller and Afri there. They sold players for big money, but not really any big signs. Stefan van Dijk this season, 35 million. But again, nothing really is happening with these two. They're basically just replaced Watford and Norwich. Like I said, they're turning into the new Watford and Norwich. So very interesting. But anyway, can they do something in 50 seasons? This is what we're going to do now. I'm going to simulate 50 seasons now to see if Rangers or Celtic will ever win anything in England. Let's find out. Okay, here we are in 2071. I'm just about to turn 78 years old. That's a bit frightening, isn't it? Hopefully I'm still alive. We shall see about that. But one thing I've noticed, first of all, not that West Ham just won the league. Ignore that, because that's just very bizarre. We are 50 seasons deep, though, of course. But Celtic have finished 4th in the league. But one thing I've also mentioned is, is they finished 4th in the league. But they've got no European competition there. I really hope this is not the first time they finished 4th in the league. Leicester are in the Champions League. Fulham and Man City are in the Europa League. Chelsea are in the Europa League. And Arsenal are qualified for the Europa Conference League. So what's happened there? Have Leicester probably won did Leicester win the Champions League or something? I don't know quite what's happened there, to be honest. But Celtic have not qualified for the Champions League for some reason. The captain is Paul Cronin. He's a very good player. 23 caps for England there. 34, but he's a very good player. So the team is looking a bit more promising. The vice captain is Haitham Lamani. Looks like a decent player as well. But anyway, let's check out Celtic's league positions here. Well, one thing I've noticed especially is the worldwide reputation from Celtic here. 4.5 stars, so finally some sort of progress, which is very, very nice. Their key player is Levasseur, which is a very cool name, and he is very good. He's a very, very good. He's got a bid. What's going on there? £104 million from Tottenham, so wow, he's class. He's absolutely class. He's got great physical attributes. He looks brilliant. Reject it. 22 caps for France and 13 goals at 23. So yes, I'm liking it. A bit of progress here from Celtic. I really am liking it. It seems like this is the highest league position as well. Of course, where did we leave off? 20 seasons was 2042, wasn't it? So we can't even make up the entire graph here. I guess I could go back. But let's check this out here first. Well, they're down in the Championship 7th. Got promoted 3rd. Finished bottom. Down in the Championship for a while. Relegated again. Promoted again. But since then, they've spent the last, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seasons in the Premier League. So it took a while. It took about, 35 seasons for them finally to get some stability. But they've finally done something. They finished 4th this season. I can't quite understand why they haven't qualified for the Champions League there. Maybe I've done something wrong with the editing. I'm not sure. But, yeah, very, very interesting. Maybe it's got to be something to do with that. Because Leicester haven't won the Europa League. They only finished as runners-up. And they haven't won anything else. Runner-up in the Europa League doesn't guarantee you a Champions League place. So, interesting. I haven't done... Well, I've clearly not done something right here, that is for sure. Celtic have finished in 4th place. Let's just say they would have qualified for the Champions League there. So, that is quite nice. Let's check out some of the seasons, though, here. Where did we leave off? We left off in 2042, so 2043, Celtic. Well, Celtic got relegated, 18th in the league there. Nowhere to be seen, of course, been relegated. Still nowhere to be seen. Still nowhere to be seen. They finally come back up again, but again, relegated again. So, it seems like the same old story with Celtic there. Until they finally got a bit of stability. Still nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be seen. Nowhere. Finally went up again, but bottom of the league with 4 wins. Terrible. Still nowhere. Oh, were there somewhere there? No, I'm seeing things. So yeah, Celtic had not really done anything. It took 35 seasons, basically, for Celtic to get some stability. Did they actually win anything? Oh, I thought they won the Champions League there, whereas no, it's 1967, so they didn't win the Champions League. FA Cup, they finally won something. They won the FA Cup. In 2071 as well. It took 50 seasons for them to win a major trophy. They finished runner-up in 2070 as well, so it took a while, but they finally won a trophy. That's great. Did they win the Carabao Cup? They won the... Oh my word, they did a cup double this season. What is going on here? They won the... What the nerve? They won the FA Cup in 2071 and the Carabao Cup, and the season before that they finished runner-up in both competitions as well, so they're starting to like the cup now, aren't they? That's very interesting. Nothing else to talk of course, but wow, a cup double. That's quite a successful season. 4th in the league. Let's ignore the fact that it says they haven't qualified for the Champions League. In our heads, they have. So they've qualified for the Champions League. They've won a cup double as well. So they're finally getting somewhere. Unfortunately, this is the end in the final season here. So that is very, very interesting. But yeah, they finally won something, which is great. They won 2 competitions, which is, yeah, brilliant. So finally a bit of progress in Celtic. And maybe we went forward another 50 seasons. We might see Celtic finally win the league. It looks like probably would happen, to be honest. They're getting somewhere. Got 2 goal scorers in here as well. Levasseur and Sousa Tinoco. These are very good players as well. So their team is starting to look very good, Celtic. But it took a while. It took 35 seasons, as I said, for them to finally get some stability here. Also, let's check out Rangers. They finished 12th this season. So let's hope they had something. Anyway, let's check out Celtic's transfer history. Obviously, it's 30 seasons to get through. So I'm not going to check all of it. Oh my word, this graph is just absolutely madness. Absolute madness. Well, I think it's safe to say they finally spent some money. 248 million there, 240 million, 244, 142, 111. Last three years especially, look like they've finally gone places a lot. But yeah, they spent a lot of money, Celtic, so it's great to finally see them get somewhere, which is great. Let's check out Rangers then. Rangers finished 12th this season. Doesn't mean that they haven't done well before then. Well, the last 2 seasons are quite decent, to be fair. 6th and 5th, they did quite well. They're up to worldwide reputation now as well, 4.5 stars. They're finally getting somewhere as well. Their key player is Campanelli. He's a very, very good midfielder. Very good. 35 caps for Italy. 10 goals at the age of 25. Wanted by Fulham and Bayern. Fulham and Bayern together. Bizarre. Anyway. Yeah, they've been quite good. They finished 5th there as well. 5th there. Looks like their highest league position is 5th though. I will go check out though. They've been in the Premier League for a long time, Rangers here, it seems. A long, long time. So 2050, 2070. So that's what? 20 seasons plus this one. 21 seasons at least. Staying in the Premier League there. Let's check out the season before 2050. So 2050. They finished 12th, of course, there. Season before that, Rangers. Oh, they must have just got promoted, so. First from bottom there. Yeah, it looks like Rangers haven't done anything really in this same period as Celtic does. So it looked like it took them a while as well to get established in the Prem. And it is kind of disappointing that none of them finished above. Well, Celtic's Rangers' highest position is 5th, which they've done 3 times. So never got in the top 4. Celtic did get in the top 4 this season and win a cup double, so that is very good. Did Rangers win anything as well? Let's check them out. FA Cup, they were runner-up in 2066, so they didn't win it, unfortunately. They won the Championship twice, of course. And they were runner-up in the Carabao Cup in 2059. So Rangers did not win anything at the top level. Celtic, of course, won an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup in the 50th season, though. They just snuck in to actually win something. But they did it in style, to be fair. They won the Cup double, and they were finished as Cup runner-up the season before, so that must have been quite nice. But Rangers, they did get to a couple of finals there, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but didn't win anything, unfortunately, apart from a couple of championships, which is a little bit disappointing. Seems like their youth team's doing quite well, though. Let's check out Rangers' transfer history as well. They spent a lot of money as well. I'm sure they did. Oh, a lot of player sales there by the looks of it. £263 million spent this season. £184 million, 89. So, in all honesty, it looks like Rangers Celtic, judging by Football Manager, it looks like it's going to take them 50 seasons before they start getting somewhere and might actually start challenging for a league title, which does seem a little bit steep, to be honest. It looks like, yeah. I don't think it'd take quite as long, to be honest. I think they need a solid 10 seasons at least to start thinking about qualifying in top 4 and stuff like that with the extra money they'll get from the Premier League. 50 seasons, though, seems a little bit steep, but maybe we went forward to 100 seasons, they would win the Premier League. We shall see. 4th for Celtic, though, is quite nice in their final season. Their final season is actually the most successful season, which is bizarre. And Rangers' highest league position was 5th, so not really too much to shout about in 50 seasons, let's be honest. If it was 10 seasons or even 20 seasons, you think, yeah, that's quite good. But 50 seasons, highest, either of them finished with 4th in the league. It's a little bit disappointing. Anyway, one more thing I want to check before we end this video is the Scottish Premiership. I've had that loaded up. I want to see who dominated the Scottish Premiership. What? Alright, wait, hold on. Major club in Scotland. Ayr United. What is happening? My word, just Ayr United have dominated the Premiership, the Cinch Premiership here for the last 5 seasons they've won it. They've also won it a couple of times before there. Before 2062, there's nowhere to be seen. What a nickname. The Honest Men. The Honest Men. What a nickname. Are they rich or something? What is going on here? 4-star reputation, continental. Very interesting. Ayr United, the dominant force in the Cinch Premiership. I want to see who dominated it before that. Obviously, we're 50 seasons deep here. Who dominated in early... Well, Hibernian. I see a lot of Hibernian here. So, Hibernian fans, if Rangers and Celtic leave the Cinch Premiership, it looks like there might be a domination from you. Look at... Oh, my word, what is going on here? Aberdeen won it quite a lot here as well. Hibernian won it 3 seasons in a row. Aberdeen won it, then Hibernian won it 2 seasons in a row. Aberdeen a little stint there of 3 in a row. Hibernian and Aberdeen. It's not finishing second in the league quite a lot as well. Then Hibernian won it. How many seasons in a row is that? Hibernian won the title 15 seasons on the bounce. I think it's safe to say they're dominating Scotland there in the early stages. Aberdeen won it again. Hibernian won it again in 4 seasons in a row. Then Aberdeen in 4 seasons in a row again. Then 2 for Aberdeen and Hibernian. Then Ayr started popping up. And Livingston. How bizarre, but I think Ayr's more bizarre than Livingston. Am I right, Scottish fans? Ayr United dominating the Scottish Premiership here. 50 seasons deep. Bizarre. Hibernian have been by far the most successful, though. And then Aberdeen. But then Ayr looked like it's a very much a period of dominance for them, which is very bizarre. As I said, no Premier League titles for Hearts there. That's quite disappointing. Look at all the Celtic Rangers here as well. Have Hearts ever won the Cinch Premiership? Yeah, they did way back in 1960. So they're struggling, aren't they? I'm sure Hibernian fans are definitely laughing at them. So yeah, very interesting. We leave off with the fact that Ayr United are dominating Scotland these days, which I don't think any of us would have predicted. But Hibernian enjoyed a great stint there as the champions of Scotland. But anyway, that's the end of the experiment video here. Of course, not really too much to talk about, although Celtic did have a great season to end the experiment here, winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup and finishing 4th in the league. But all in all, judging by Football Manager, of course, Celtic and Rangers are not really going to do too much in England. But of course, this is Football Manager. It's not real life. So I guess we'll never know unless they do somehow ever move to England, which I highly doubt, to be honest. Why would they sacrifice all those trophies they've got or will get to move to England, which does seem a little bit bizarre. But yeah, it's been an interesting one for myself. I hope it's been interesting for you as well. Please remember to hit that like button if you like the video. And also hit that subscribe button as well, guys. I do daily FootballManager content, Let's Plays, experiments and tutorials. Hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.